Hi, Troy Funk here, licensed real estate broker in the state of Florida. Today I want to talk about what is an approved short sale. There's a lot of misinformation on short sales when buyers buy short sales, where they are in the process of buying that property. Sometimes it's a very long wait, and sometimes you can buy a property like this and actually close on it in a few weeks if the property has been approved by the bank as a short sale. So I want to talk about what that means. But first I want to get you inside this property and show you this opportunity. This is a very nice home in Sarasota. We have short sales all over the state of Florida at this point, and I'm going to share information on these properties as they come on the market. But in order to do so, I ask that you first hit that like button and definitely hit the subscribe button, because as I put these homes on the market that we're marketing, you can see first look as they go on the market through this YouTube channel. So again, hit that like button, subscribe button, and let's go inside this property, and then I'm going to talk about short sales and pre-approval. Okay, as we enter the home, I want to first show the exterior elevation of this property, and you can see it's a newer home. It's in good shape. It needs some deferred maintenance, which is certainly common on short sale opportunities, because owners are in distress. They're not able to make their mortgage payments, so certainly a lot of times they're not able to take care of the home. So when we get these properties, we'll see that they need repairs, and that's an opportunity for a buyer. And for a seller, it's also a relief, because they can sell their property as is. They don't need to do any repairs. So if a buyer's looking for a short sale, they have to understand that the opportunity is that the house will need, in a lot of cases, it'll need work. So I say all that right before I show you the pool. And you're like, wait, is that a pool? That's a pool. It's a pool that hasn't been maintained in some time, so it turned green. There's a lot of algae. You can see the whole pool deck has weeds all over it. It needs attention. And that's, like they say, everything can be solved with a stroke of a check, right? But that will certainly all clean up. Now in the backyard area, as we walk around, there's a big wall that goes all the way around the back of this community. And what's behind that wall? There's going to be a new Publix. So ideally, you can see from where you're at, it's going to be private. And even with a new Publix coming in, Publix is going to face the main road, so this will be the back of Publix. And if you look at it from a positive perspective, probably means that this is going to stay very quiet. The neighbor's putting in a new pool, and we're walking around showing you the side of the house. So that, truthfully, that's the worst part of this home as far as repairs, is the pool. The pool needs to be maintained, but it's a young home. And being a young home, it hasn't had a lot of life into it. So we'll walk through the front door. Now the community that we're in is known as Palmer Ranch, and that's the community, and within Palmer Ranch, we're in a community known as Sand Hill Preserve, which is a gated community. There's a clubhouse, there's a community pool, there's community tennis courts. This is a beautiful community, and it's certainly a gem to find a home in this community. So the house has been empty. Now there's no power on, so it's going to be dark as we walk through here. But I'm going to show some still shots that will hopefully define the space. Now when I walk in, the first area to the left is an open room. This would be ideal for a den area, or you could have a private dining area. And then I'm going to walk right through here. As we walk through, there is a pantry, another little area, and then there's the big open kitchen space. Now I walk through the den area, but we could also walk through the foyer and get to this space as well. Now this is open, and again, there's a foyer, big open kitchen, and great room. And we'll walk right out there and see that pool firsthand. So yes, this needs attention, but look around you. Look how peaceful this is. As I said, that big wall behind you is actually going to buffer out a lot of sound. Right now it's a vacant lot, but there's a sign there that says Publix coming soon. So we walk through the home, take you into the master suite. This is the laundry room right here to the right. And then we go through to the master bedroom. Now you're gonna see there's stuff left behind. That's very common in a short sale. I mean, again, sellers in distress, they're doing the best they can. And when they move out, sometimes they leave gifts. They just stay with the house. So here's a master bathroom. You can see there's a lot of light that comes in here. And then the master bedroom closet, which is nice and big. So the master bedroom is separate from the other bedrooms in the house, and it's at the back of the house. Walking right through this again, I'll take you into the other area. This is your 2-car garage. Again, without any light, can't really show you much, but there's a 2-car garage without any power. I can't put the garage door open either. There's your master bathroom. This is your 2nd bedroom and your 3rd bedroom. So that's the inside of the home. And now I want to just talk a little bit about short sales and what this means in reference to this house. Okay, I'm now at the clubhouse at Sand Hill Preserve, and I want to talk about short sales. What's an approved short sale and what's not an approved short sale? Now, there's a big difference in understanding this, because I'm a strong believer that we're going to start seeing short sales increase in the future here, especially in the situation where we have millions of homeowners that are not making their mortgage payments. And if they don't get through forbearance process, they could be in financial problems. And in that regard, a short sale could be a good answer to a bad problem. So let's talk about short sales, approved and not approved. What does that mean? Well, basically, I've been in the business going on 35 years. In that time, I've specialized in helping sellers get to a place of financial recovery with their mortgage if they're facing foreclosure. And I do that through the process of helping sellers with a short sale. As such, I've created a website to help sellers understand all their options if they're facing foreclosure and what's the process of completing a short sale. Now, the way short sales work, having worked with a lot of different sellers, I also work with banks in the sale of many of their bank-owned foreclosures. So when a bank actually forecloses on a property, in some cases in our area, they will assign the property to me, and then I market that property for them to sell it as a bank-owned foreclosure. So again, I get some real good opportunities for buyers looking for either a short sale or a bank-owned property, and I post those on my YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to my channel, you'll have an opportunity to see those properties as they come on the market. Short sales, what's the difference between approved and not approved? Well, there's a big difference. Number one, it's time. So this home that I just showed you, we've had on the market for some time now. And when we put it on the market, it was not approved as a short sale from the bank. The bank had not approved the price. So we put the property on the market. We had multiple offers. The seller accepted the highest offer that met their terms. And then we presented the offer to the bank for their approval. Well, we've had some problems in this situation. The biggest challenge was that the servicer on the mortgage, the lender, changed. So we were to the point of having the short sale approved to find out that we now had a new lender to deal with. And we had to start that process all over again, resubmitting the paperwork to the bank for them to approve the short sale. Well, that took an extensive period of time. The bank had their appraiser come out, and in all this time, the market has been soaring, has been going up. So the value went up quite a bit from the time we started to where we are right now. The price came in higher than the buyer expected. And the bank says, okay, we will approve the short sale. We can close on it, but we want this money. Well, our contract was here. So there was a gap. The buyer said, No, I'm not going to go back. Will you negotiate? The bank said, no, here's where we are. We will absolutely sell the house at this number. And the buyer says, no, I'm not willing to do that. So what does that mean? It means that the bank says, look, we will approve the sale of this property at this figure. This figure is less than what is owed on the mortgage. And it's also an opportunity that if a buyer comes in right now and they pay that price, they can potentially close on the short sale. So in essence, it's approved. Now, is that an absolute approval? Is anything in life absolute? You know, there are always situations, because of course this one was challenging because we started out and we got right to the point where we were going to get approval, and then to find out the lender said, nope, we have a new lender, we have a new servicer, start over. Buyer has been very patient for the last 3+ months waiting. Was it fair to the buyer? I'm sorry, it wasn't. I mean, they waited, they thought they were going to buy this home, and the bank came back, had it appraised, the market adjusted in that time, and the bank said, we will sell it, but we want this number. So buyer walked away. The good news is we now have a property that's on the market that the buyer's not going to have to wait potentially 3 or 4 months. They come in, they offer this list price, the seller agrees, or we come to an agreement. We're not looking at 3 or 4 months to close. We could potentially close in a few weeks. So there's a big difference when you're looking to buy short sales. Is it approved or not approved? That can be the difference of months, or it could be the difference of less than a month. So I hope this has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, please leave them below. As I said, I do specialize in short sales. One thing I do want to kind of stress on the short sale idea is that the reason I'm getting some short sales is that handling properties for banks, the banks often will reach out to homeowners in distress and say, why don't you do a short sale? We have brokers in our network that have been approved through our system to handle short sales. They have experience. And I get, I guess you'd call them short sale leads from the banks themselves saying, here are owners that are looking for an agent, will you reach out to them? And what's nice about that is we start the negotiation, so to speak, with the bank on a very positive note. They're cooperative from day one, that everybody's on the same page. We want to do a short sale. So that's kind of how I have an insight that I know there's a lot more short sales coming on the market. I'm in touch with the banks on a regular basis, and I also track the numbers. So short sales are going to be an opportunity for buyers looking for opportunity. For a seller, again, if you're facing foreclosure, this could be a good answer to a bad problem. Again, I'm Troy Funk, a licensed real estate broker. If I can be of any help to you, please reach out to me. Thank you.